Hello, everyone, and welcome to the initial access part of the lab. So we've gotten access via the RDP. So we will be going ahead and logging in with those, having logged in with the credentials provided, grabbing them, the IP address from the AWS EC2 instance. So this is a SIG breach, so we have the credentials, but let's go ahead and take a quick look around as a normal threat actor would do in this scenario. So to do that, we're going to run a few very simple commands into command prompt. And why are we running these simple commands? The simple part is because we want to understand where we are on the computer and who we are within the environment. So threat actors are often going to run these commands, which typically shouldn't be run on a day-to-day on most computers to try and get an information. So if you do see these commands outside of someone in support, either that person is being nosy because it was a support ticket or they're actually a threat actor. We're going to start with an IP config all. So we should all hopefully have a good understanding what IP config all does. Well, how do the threat actors use it? They want to know the host name, they want the domain, they want to understand the IP address, and they want to understand the DNS entries for this machine. That is going to give them where they're sitting in the network and a bit more of an overview. There's lots of different network commands that we could run to go ahead and do this as well. But for this lab, we want to go ahead and keep it simple. So next, we're going to go ahead and run the who am I command. So one of the reasons that we want to run this command is we want to understand who we are now that we know where we are within the network. So we can see the users. What we're trying to figure out is, do we have permissions already, or do we have to get permissions somehow to do privilege escalation? So what we're trying to do is see how awesome our privileges are, and can we go ahead and do more with that specific information. So we can see we're trend admin. So that's pretty good already. So we're built-in administrators. We're part of the users. We're part of everyone's. So being a built-in administrator is a good thing. It'll make our lives much easier. But if we didn't have local admin at this point and I was a threat actor, I would have to then try and do an escalation to get local admin privileges to do a lot of the stuff that we want to do later on within this attack. Two simple commands going to give us some information of where we're at in the network and who we're at in the network that we'll be able to use later on to be able to go ahead and try and exploit this environment.